This is a ranking of my top 10 MCU movies from 10 all the way to the best. I already did the top 5 worst MCU movies, but I couldn't do just 5. I had to do 10. Let's get into it. First, I gotta throw some honorable mentions in. My first one's out. First, the New Avengers, aka the Thunderbolts. This movie literally reminded me every single reason why I love the MCU, bro. Go watch it if you haven't seen this yet. Damn, I guess you can't see it in the theaters anymore. Wait for it to come on Disney Plus, I guess. My other honorable mentions, I gotta go to Iron Man. I feel like I have to mention this movie, bro, when it comes to the best MCU movie, simply because without this movie, we have nothing. You feel what I'm saying? Hey, but don't get me wrong though, the movie is fire too. But anyway, let's get into the top 10. Just itching this way onto the list at number 10, man, it's gonna be Guardians of the Galaxy 3. This story, the emotion, the ending of the Guardians, and the beginning of the new Guardians, everything about this movie I love, especially on rewatch, man. If you didn't cry watching this movie, do you have a soul? Do you? I'm asking. Like just the other day, bro, I saw the scene of Peter Quill almost dying in space when Adam Warlock saved him. Almost shed a tear, bro. That shit just hit me. Number 9, though, has gotta be Black Panther. Rest in peace, Chadwick Boseman. This movie is amazing, bro. Without minus all the what are those and all the corny ass jokes that are dated as hell, this movie still hit. Everything from learning about the Wakanda technology and the Wakanda culture to Killmonger's backstory and learning everything that went down with that, to him taking over as king, to boxing T'Challa for the spot. Man, oh man. I wish I can go back and rewatch this movie because damn. This is the first black superhero I was like, oh my gosh, bro. This nigga has aura. This is just a quick place for me to say, I really hope we see a variant of Black Panther in Secret Wars or Doomsday and in the greater MCU. I really hope we get it. Put this at number 8, but bro, genuinely, this could be higher. This could be 7 or 6 if I'm keeping it a band. But I got the OG Avenger. Literally playing this movie at the gym today, bro. And I was like, fuck. This movie is aging like the finest wine of all time. Straight from France, back when France was created. When I really sit here and think about it, the only reason it's at number 8 is because I feel like I have a better emotional connection with some movies, or some of the movies have way better highs, you feel what I'm saying? But this is probably the most consistent movie in the MCU when I really think about it. Speaking of a movie that I feel like I'm just more emotionally connected to, Guardians of the Galaxy is getting my number 7 spot. This movie is just hilarious, bro. Every single time I watch this movie, I laugh at one of the jokes, even to this day. I'm not gonna sit here and lie. Some of the jokes are starting to age a little bit, but that's not gonna take away my feelings from when I first saw that movie and I became obsessed with this random ass bunch of random losers, the Guardians of the Galaxy, bro. I never thought I'd like the Guardians. Are you serious? And now they're one of my favorite teams in the MCU to this day, up there with the Fantastic Four. It's gonna be a controversial one, but I have Winter Soldier at my number 6 spot. You want to argue this movie should be top 5? I respect that. I'm not going to hate on it. But I just feel, like I said, emotionally connected, or I feel like some of the highs in other movies I liked more. Don't get me wrong though, this movie is amazing. This has some of the best action in the MCU. Hell, I might go watch this movie right now. I'm lying. I gotta do numbers 5 through 1. Speaking of which, number 5, Avengers Endgame. The last 40 minutes, do I even gotta say anything about it? 10 out of 10, some of the best cinematic experience we'll ever get in our lifetimes, to be honest. It'll genuinely be incredibly hard to top an experience like this, bro. The only thing that could is, well, Avengers Doomsday, Avengers Secret Wars, and maybe down the line a crazy Justice League movie or an Infinite Crisis movie, if you know what I'm saying. But like, it's gotta be on that type of time. My only qualm is I feel like the middle of the movie can kind of drag a little bit, like, They needed to get to the end though. Like they needed to get that done in order to get to the end, and it needed to be in the movie. But other than that though, this is one of the best movies of all time. But at number 4, I got Spider-Man No Way Home. And the fact that I will always say this, man, I am going to die on this hill. We got the 3 Spider-Men, all 3 generations of Spider-Man in the same movie, and it didn't take away from the main Spider-Man story whatsoever, and everybody got to shine, and Andrew Garfield was on his Spider-Man gaming, you know what I'm saying? Like, he was on time, and it was ridiculous. Like, I bet Toby and Tom were on set like, damn, I gotta up my game up. You feel what I'm saying? I gotta up my quips up. Number 3, man, as much as I hate Thor Love and Thunder, I feel the exact opposite for Thor Ragnarok. This is one of my favorite MCU movies of all time, bro. This movie is just, it's generational in my opinion. The Hulk was on fire, even though it was for little points there in this movie. I liked the Hulk versus Thor fight. That was awesome. Thor getting his haircut, that shit was clean as shit. Loki rejoining the story and beginning his face turn was also nice to see. The comedy in this movie felt unique. It felt different. The whole approach to Thor, switching from the dark gray Thor, the boring Thor, to this light, hopeful, funny Thor was amazing in my opinion and needed. It's a little bit overbearing now because, I mean, the MCU realized it worked and now they're just stomping that shit in our face. Thor, be funny. Thor, be funny. But like, I think he needs to be a little more serious now. But back then, this was peak, bro. This was peak Thor in my opinion. I struggled mightily deciding what would be number 1 and number 2. But at number 2, I got Captain America Civil War. Forever Toted by me is the movie that got me into the greater MCU and beyond. This movie is excellent. Seeing the fights between all the characters, seeing everybody get their shine, seeing Spider-Man join the MCU, seeing Baron Zemo aura farming at the end of the movie, Captain America versus Iron Man. Team Captain America, stand up in the comments, bro. Hey, Team Iron Man. Fuck your homie dead. Fuck your homie dead. Okay, let me try. But at number 1, the best movie in the MCU, the Marvel Cinematic Universe, is gonna be Avengers Infinity War. To the surprise of absolutely nobody. I feel like this is one of those movies you gotta have at least top 5, bro. The balancing act it did with all these characters, the balancing act of all the different places that they went to, and it all colliding in Wakanda. Man, generational. This movie has like 5 generational MCU scenes. Thanos showing up. We have a Hulk, him beating the shit out of the Hulk within like 30 seconds and choking the life out of Loki. Iron Man pulling up with the nanotech. Spider-Man getting the spider sense, the tingle in the bus. Insane. Spider-Man and Iron Man going to space and meeting the Guardians of the Galaxy. And did I forget to mention Thor meeting the Guardians of the Galaxy and going to get his new Stormbreaker hammer? Insane. And then you top all that off with the insane battle we got in Wakanda. I didn't even mention Captain America's reappearance into the movie. Oh my god, bro. This is the best movie of all time. No, well, maybe not of all time, but this is the best superhero movie. Nah, I wouldn't go that far either. What I will say though, confidently though, in my humble opinion, this is the best Marvel movie of all time. But yeah, man, that's gonna be my Marvel movies from 10 to 1. I'm trying to hear what y'all think in the comments down below. W list, L list. I'm trying to see y'all list in the comments down below, man. Let's go ahead and debate these Marvel movies, because you know we gotta talk about it. Simple.